Chapter 13 Terra, Imperial Palace. Justina Tool had a view of the fields of winged victory. Her quarters always changed to impress her guests with the riches of her fleet. Langsung was there. He told her that he won't be joining the crusade, and neither would his ship. Langsung knew how this would look. She called him a coward and threatened that if he does pull out, she will destroy him. Langsung called them threats. Empty ones at that. She wouldn't be going with the fleet, Langsung said, and she agreed because she wasn't a commander or a leader for military forces. Nevertheless, some more threats to destroy the Admiral were sprung, but he was sure he would outlive all the fools on the crusade. Then he left. Tool went back to her window. All her allies had pool in the crusade, but she had access to strategies and tactics. The fleet was hers. She wondered if she was making a mistake. She studied the rewards versus the risk and realized should the crusade fall, political punishment would be the least of her worries. She was proud of what she had accomplished, and she believed they would succeed. Moving to the Arbiters now, Cord wasn't happy to be on the ship they deployed, the Militant Fire. It was small, but hasted that there were even smaller ships. Kurd had hoped for a bigger one. They were cannon fodder, they realized soon, and Haas understood that well. They reached the Militant Fire. Cord started to doubt they would win, but Haas wouldn't let him disgrace the Arbiter's uniform, so they both left the shuttle and went on the ship. There, the captain of the ship, with his first mate, awaited the recruits. He gave a speech and made a few jokes, but Narcissus was willing to survive as much as he could, and his speech revealed a hint of optimism. Back to Tol, that was in the Great Chamber and held a speech to the Crusaders, saluting their bravery and dedication. It was a speech that answered the fear of the populace. Vangarich admired her artistry. It was hope-filling, but also brought dread to the Grandmaster, because that meant the crusade was commencing. Langsung listened to it from his ship. He wouldn't give her the chance to gloat over him in person, though he hoped a little that they would win. Her speech was heard everywhere on the planet, and people hoped and prayed. The population at the field screamed at the moon that was frightening them. It was a shout, a roar of desperation. Those speeches reached the volunteers in their ship, but they paid little mind to it, for some realization came about what they were doing. Haas and the others on the ship were inducted into the Jupiter Storm Regiment. They had a commanding officer that was an Imperial Guardsman, and the hopes and screams of Terra. Desperation.